Hey everybody, welcome to my new series I call When Fans Step Up, where I take a brief look at Sonic fan games, ROM hacks, or even mods, and give my thoughts on them. This will be an ongoing series that I'm going to be doing very often from now on, so get used to that. A lot of the times, Sonic games aren't so great. That poor little hedgehog is struggling to stay alive right now, I'm sorry to say. With games like Lost World and Sonic Boom not doing so well, the future doesn't look too bright for our beloved hedgehog. I'm hoping the game for Sonic's 25th anniversary will be good, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not going to be shocked if it's bad. But there's one thing that keeps me going as a Sonic fan, despite the franchise's actual ups and downs and all-arounds. It's the community. The Sonic fan base is amazing. Sure, you got those really annoying kids who will scream at anyone who doesn't like Sonic, or those really bad fan characters, but those are only the minority. Not many people outside the fanbase actually realize that people like Christian don't make up the entirety of our fanbase. It's quite annoying sometimes, honestly, but this series is dedicated to the amazing people out there who are trying their best to make Sonic games that fans can enjoy. Our first fan game we're going to be taking a look at today is called Sonic World. This one is a modern style fan game built off of the Blitz Sonic engine. Now, I've known of this engine for a very long time, almost as long as it's been out. There have been many projects that have used this engine as a base, and I've played them all, but none of them have ever impressed me as much as this game has. Why is Sonic World so impressive, you might ask? Well, for starters, the gameplay is really good. They've managed to find a sort of balance between the gameplay styles of modern Sonic along with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, with a bit of Sonic Heroes sprinkled in for good measure. Keep in mind, I'm showing off footage from the previous release. I have gotten my hands on the newest version, but it's not available to the public yet, so I can't show footage of it. So, have you ever wanted another Sonic game where you can have a selection of 2 characters like in Sonic Advance 3? You can do that. Have you ever wanted another Sonic Heroes? Well, this game is for you. Not only does this game allow you to play with 1 or 2 characters, but even 3. You could play as Team Sonic, Team Rose, Team Dark, or Team Chaotix. But wait a second, what is that? Why are Sonic, Silver, and Shadow together? Huh? Big, Vector, and Omega? What's going on? That's right, custom teams. In this game, you can mix and match any of the characters to create your very own sort of dream team. There are no character types, so you can pick whatever you want, and switch between them at any time with the push of a button. Of course, if you don't want a team, you can easily just choose a single character. Now, I'm not going to give too much away, but there are a ton of characters you can play as. Over 30, in fact. They all have their own unique abilities and attributes. They don't stray too far from the formula. Any character can spin dash, run decently fast, they can stomp, and all of them have sort of attacks that can lock onto enemies. Sometimes it can be a sort of homing attack, or even a ranged attack. You'll be able to jump in and play as any character without any real trouble. And hey, for those of you out there who loved the Sonic Adventure 2 mission structure, I've got good news for you. This game not only has 5 different missions for each stage, like collect a certain amount of rings, killing a certain amount of enemies, complete the stage without being seen, and more. But you also have different gameplay types too. For example, treasure hunting is back. You could potentially play a treasure hunting stage with any character, but I'd recommend to use a character who can climb on walls. The treasure hunting works the same way as in Sonic Adventure, but instead of Master Emerald pieces, you gotta find the 3 red rings, which I gotta say is a really clever way to use the red rings. Now, for my favorite thing about Sonic World so far, is the Chao Garden. Yeah, you heard me right, there is a Chao Garden in this game, and if you're like me, you probably are pretty angry with Sega. Why don't they include a Chao Garden in their games? It makes no sense! I personally have spent hundreds of hours in Chao Gardens, and I can't get enough of it. Sonic Adventure 2 is one of my favorite games of all time just because of the Chao Garden alone. Now, since I'm a tester for the Sonic World team, I've gotten to play this Chao Garden already. I've already synced around 7 to 8 hours in it, and I'm having a ton of fun. While I'm not allowed to show you any footage from the garden, I did get permission to show you something like Chao with these pictures. These will give you a sort of idea on what you can do with your Chao in this game. First, we got Myra, who is a dark swim Chao. As you can see, she even has some glasses, which are new to this game. You can give many different types of accessories to your Chao in this game, and I've done that with all of my Chao. Here's Charlie, a neutral fly Chao. He also has a purple hat called the Tunic Hat, which is a reference to Link from The Legend of Zelda. Now for my personal favorite, Colby. He's a dark run Chao, also known as a shadow Chao, but his colors are different. He also has headphones, because why not? This is Dash. He's a neutral run Chao, also known as a Sonic Chao. He was born with a light blue coloring, so he's light blue with green spots. I have more, but I don't need to bore you all with my Chao, because you'll be able to raise your own soon. This Chao Garden already is almost as complex as the Sonic Adventure 2 Chao Garden, but they added a lot of new features and content that those games didn't have. Now, it's not entirely complete yet, and they're going to add more content with updates to keep the Chao Garden experience new and exciting. The Sonic World team is doing a fantastic job on this, and I highly recommend you guys go subscribe to Ozan's YouTube channel, because that's where he usually posts updates about Sonic World. You should also visit the official Sonic World website. There you'll be able to download the game, get some mods, some stages, learn more about the dev team, and more. Both of those will be linked to in the description. So I hope you guys liked the first episode of When Fans Step Up. I'm going to be doing these a lot more often from now on, and you're going to see a lot more content from this channel from now on. I have tons of videos in production right now, and they're going to all be coming out pretty soon. I also have a straw poll you can vote on, which has 3 separate Sonic-related videos that I'm working on right now. Go vote there to help me decide which one I should finish first. So far, the Sonic Heroes review is winning. Anyway guys, I'm out. See ya.